Like fantasies, reflecting ideas and concepts, skill and expertise manifested on a blank canvas. It is a way to create timeless treasures.
He's a simple and humble man with an amazing eye for color. He's also been nominated for the Sovereign African Awards for Art in Africa, which is the equivalent to, well, to being nominated for a Golden Globe. Now, I'm here in Nairobi at his exhibition to find out what inspires him to create such amazing, magnificent pieces of art. Sammy, you're a fine artist and a designer. Tell me a little bit about your art, please.
First, I started with a pencil, which I advanced into using drawing things on paper, and a style that I find unique, because even my fellow artists would think it's either pencil or charcoal. Then later on I developed into colors. I started doing landscapes and portraits in color, and eventually started doing abstract, like color abstract and semi-abstract. And that style is etching on scraper foil.
Inspired by the full-figured African woman, social situations, nature, and its surroundings, each piece has a story to tell.
I get so inspired when I see different colors of the gowns, the jewelry, everything. Yeah, and so that's why you find, like, in most of my pieces, you have at least, if it's semi-abstract or realistic, you'll find the African woman there. This is another one of the African woman series. The title is Going Home. I've actually used bright colors at the foreground and darker colors at the background to show, like, the African woman is moving, a brighter future for the African woman.
And from these pieces, you can clearly tell that humanity rocks.
Now, you've recently been nominated for the Sovereign African Artist of the Year. How does that make you feel?
In my freelance life as an artist, and someone out there recognizing what I do, I feel so much honored. The most important thing here for me is not actually the prize that I come along with, but again, that exposure. My work will be exhibited in different venues and different countries, and that will be a good exposure for me.
Seeing is believing. As we put him to the test, the designer was out here to deliver not enough, but more than anyone could imagine.
One of the unique things about Sam's pieces of art is that he uses three types of mediums. The first two are pretty straightforward. You've got your oil canvas and you've got your water paints. But what's really interesting is the third medium known as etching. Now, I want to find out what goes into creating, well, this from nothing. But what would make you take on such a peculiar piece of art form?
The style in art, it's called hatching technique.
Hatching technique.
Hatching technique.
Okay.
And then when you kind of cross, it's called cross hatching.
All right.
Yeah. But here I'm just using hatching technique, just making. You can even do portrait with it.
Yeah.
With lines, like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beauty speaks in volumes. It's therapeutic, sometimes putting a smile on the face of the beholder. And that is exactly what Sammy's timeless pieces achieve.
Now, one thing I've certainly learned today is that art is all about self-expression. You've got your different types of art. You've got your abstract, your portraits, your landscapes. But the most important thing is the emotional value that goes into creating these masterpieces. You know, a one of a kind, something you're never going to see again anywhere else in the world. And that's exactly what I'd look at Sammy's pieces today. They are unique. I've never seen them before. I'm quite curious. And to be honest, the next time he has an exhibit, I will definitely come and check it out. Maybe now that you've seen this, you might pay attention to some of the art that's happening in your neck of the woods.